My first question for you is, if you were to go back to when you were either high school or college and you're having a conversation with your 20-year-old self, what is the best piece of advice that you would tell your younger self?
I would tell myself to enjoy the ride a little bit more. I just turned 40, and I think I was always focused on what was next as opposed to appreciating what I had and enjoying the experience as I went through it.
I love that. And so for people that may not know, what industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
So I played professional basketball for 10 years, and now I'm involved in a sports ownership group that owns teams around the world, and then I also do some work in tech.
Wow, that's amazing. And a couple last questions, but as an entrepreneur, what is your best piece of advice to someone wanting to start a business going into 2023?
What I would say to anyone, and what I tell my kids, and what I would tell my younger self is, don't work for anyone. Find a way to find something you're passionate about. If you're going to spend your time on something, spend your time growing something that's truly yours. And I understand that that's difficult when you're young, but whatever you have to do, put in a few years, try and save as much money as you can, and then spend your time really putting the time in to build something that you can own as opposed to being an employee for someone else.
I love what you said about kind of taking the time to kind of not work for someone else, but work for yourself. But what is the first step that you think someone could really take in order to do that? Because some people, they don't have the ability to really take that leap, or they don't want to. They think it's too risky. But how do you think someone should really start their path to investing in themselves and working for themselves?
It's two things. One, you have to have some balls and be willing to escape the paycheck. Like a lot of people, no matter what they're making, whether it's 100K or 50K or 500K a year, the fear of not getting that first and 15th paycheck, no matter how small or big it is pretty scary. And two, just about any time you're in business for yourself, your main job is raising money. Unless you come from money, or unless you've saved millions of dollars, you're constantly raising money, and you're constantly finding people that believe in what you're doing. So if I would have started that a little bit earlier, I'd be a little bit further ahead.
I love that. And just two last questions for you, but from what you have seen throughout your career, how can someone begin their pathway to becoming wealthy starting in 2023? How could someone become financially free in today's world?
I'm in a unique industry, so I'm going to hold off on, like I said, for me, the sooner and the younger you can start working on something that is truly yours, the better off you are. So even if that means that you set a goal in the beginning of 2023, you're going to set aside this amount of dollars so that by 2025 you can get that started. The sooner you change your mindset to, I'm not going to be an employee till I'm 65 and retire, I'm going to own something, the better.
Yeah. Okay, and absolutely. My last question for you is, if there's any three truths that you could tell to someone, that those three components that led to your success throughout your lifetime, whether it was through, playing basketball or in business, what would you say are the three biggest things that led to your success, the three biggest driving factors for your success?
First, you can never sacrifice the work. You can't fake it. At some way or another, the universe will get you if you're not putting in the work. Second one is, like I said, you have to be fearless. At least for me, I always believed that there's a reason the rearview mirror is this small and the windshield's this big. It's like, once I made a decision, good or bad, you learn from it, but you have to have the balls to do it. That's two. I'll leave you with two life lessons because you put me on the spot here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time.